Good morning, YouTube. Madam Roy here again. Just as I promised, today I'm going to be doing a hard drive install on my newly acquired Power Mac G5. Now, I went to Best Buy last night and I picked up the Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte SATA hard drive, and these were on sale, $20 off. They're normally $99. I got it for $79.99. And as you can see, it's a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM with 32 megabytes of cache, so this is going to be a really fast drive. Now I'm setting this up to work with Time Machine. I already have an internal 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I also have an external 500 gigabyte hard drive that I'm going to be installing on this computer shortly. So this 1 terabyte drive will serve as the backup for both of those drives. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started. Everybody, you can see they pack this in here nice and tight. As you can see, there she is. It's a little hard to peel off this label. And there you go. The 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda 7200 RPM SATA hard drive. Now, what's we got here? Okay. Now today, we're not going to be using the power cable or the SATA cable. The only thing I am interested in are the 4 screws that are in this bag. Now with any G5 tower, when installing a hard drive, you have to put the screws in first. They have to be 2 on each side, 1 in front, 1 in back, and you skip the 2 middle slots, and the bottom screw slots are also not used. Alright, next we open up the G5. It is very easy to open the case on a G5. You see this little lever right here? All you do is pull it up, and that releases the hook on the case. And now, unlike the Mac Pro for cooling capability, there is a little plastic cover that you have to pull off as well. And that just pulls off, and we'll put that to the side. Now, here are the hard drive bays. You get 2 SATA hard drive bays in a G5. The top one, again, is already filled with my 500 gigabyte main drive that I use. And now we're going to be installing the 1 terabyte drive. Now, to install the secondary hard drive, all you need to do is put it ever so slightly right in place. You don't have to use a lot of pressure on this one. The top one needs to arc and then push up. So that one you do have to put a lot of force, but this bottom drive just pushes right in place. And it is secured by this little lever right here. Push that up. And then we hook in the SATA power connector. Get that in there. Actually, I'm sorry, that is the data connector, and this is the power connector. That little about 2 centimeter data cable is what sends all the hard drive's information back and forth, and then that looks more like the standard power cable we've known for many years. And that is all there is to installing a SATA hard drive into a PowerPC G5. Now to boot it up and make sure everything works okay. Alright, and everything is put back together, and let's try the booter. And again, you will not hear the Apple bong because I do have it hooked up to my stereo system, which is off at the moment. Okay. And it looks like we have success. Let's see, disk insertion. The disk you inserted was not readable by the computer. That's okay because it is formatted PC and has to be initialized to work on the Mac. So we're going to click the little button here that says initialize. This brings up the disk wizard. And as you can see, there's my new Terabyte hard drive. Now, unfortunately, after formatting it, you're only going to come up with about 931.5 gigabytes, but that's normal. Unfortunately, that's how the manufacturers get you. They can say it's a 1 terabyte unformatted, but of course, when you format it, you lose, well, in this case, about 80 gigabytes. Okay, now to set up the partition, we go into partition tab, and we're going to set up a primary partition, and we're going to label this backup drive G5 1600. Okay, we want to keep the format standard, the standard Mac OS extended journaled, and we're going to use the full amount available in this case, which is 931.51 gigabytes. And all we have to do now is click apply. And now it's just warning me that partitioning the disk will change one of the volumes and they will be erased, which is fine because there is no information on this drive. So we're just going to click partition. Okay, and everything is complete. And if you've done this correctly, over to the top right of your screen, your new drive should show up, and it has. Double click on that, and it is showing the full 931.15 gigabytes. And that is how you install a new hard drive in a PowerPC G5. Just remember, never go into erase. It will also work if you erase the partition that's on there and have the Mac automatically create a new partition, but then you have none of the options. So always go to partition when you're creating a new partition on a PC formatted drive. Now stay tuned, everybody. I will also be installing a graphics card in here. It is going to be an NVIDIA GeForce 6200, And I'm also going to show you how to flash the memory on that as well, because it is a PC version. Stay tuned, everybody.